All right, let's start off by installing the add-on by dragging and dropping it. So we have now the add-on added for us. So it is called Historica. So I'm going to display that, as well as let's display our Pro as well. It's very intuitive. So let's say we have a project, and this project evolves throughout the time, and then we add to it. We basically create something as an experiment. We want to try different ideas, different basically scenarios, and then we want to have this kind of tracked and saved, and then make sure we are not missing any backup. So this is basically for that purpose. This is the original project. Now we are going to do some stuff on it. For example, let's say I want to do some rigging. So let's do some quick rigging on it. Perfect. So now that we have our rig ready, so let's try that and make sure that it is moving. Okay, so it is all good. Now let's go ahead here. So we're going to create a new branch, and then this is going to be our milestone. So we'll say rigged. Okay, and it's going to be our milestone. So we do have now the main one, and then we have this rigged version that is coming off the main, right? So now let's say we want to move on from the main and we want to work with this rigged one. It's asking, do we want it to actually save the original main one? I would say no, because we have saved all the changes on this rigged version. So now it is the rigged version. So we are under rig now, and then we can go easily back to the main one. Okay. So let's go back here. Now let's go back to the rigged version, and then let's do some experimenting. So off of this, I'm going to, let's say, go to the pose mode that I'm already am. Let's do some moves here and here. And then off of this, I'm going to create a new branch. So new branch, and then I'll say experiment, and then I'll say pose 1. Okay. Now I have this pose 1. Let's move on to that pose 1. I'm not going to save the rig version, so it is this. Now let's go through all of them. So that is going to be here, the original, this one, the posed one, and this one, the rig version. Now let me give you some idea of how this add-on works. So let's say this project that I was working is this one. Right? So on this one, this project actually, I have 2 snapshots. So those snapshots basically are going to be, so this is the project name itself, and this add-on will create this folder, and then inside that folder, I have those pose 1 and rigged with a timestamp on them, right? This is how it is basically storing the data. It has a problem though. Let's say for any reason, which is very common, you might have changed the name of the folder, or you've moved it to some other places, and then on another machine. So if I go there, you see that there is a refresh, nothing can be found. If I do a cleaning, which is trying to basically clean up the missing and orphan objects, basically again it's not going to help. So none of those will help. However, we'll be able to actually reconnect our project. So basically, as long as we're opening the new project, so let's open up the new one. I'm not going to save this. So it was this one, and it was basically this one. Okay, so I go there, I'll see that again refresh is not finding anything. But when I go to reconnect, and I'm going to basically point out to the project that I had, so which was this one, and I reconnect. Now I'll be able to find different versions associated with this project.